Manchester United is back to Old Trafford after losing to Man City by 3-1, and right now it's gonna be a game of football that United need to win, especially against a team called Everton at the Old Trafford, a stadium that capacitates 74,310. That is the official capacity, but you might as well see during the match day seeing close to 76,000 fans at Old Trafford. Smash the like button close to 200 times. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. Rokan David is my name, and let's do this like never before. Now, we thank God for the gift of life, the Muslims, Juma Karim, and hopefully you will having a fantastic stay wherever you are. And this is the channel that does all what you people think about Man United should all be about. So, Rokan David, all around is my name, and we are talking Everton. You know, Man United is 6th, I think. We are 6th with 44 points. And when you look at Everton, Everton is 16th with 25 points. But where is my worry? My worry is when you look at the structure and the squad of Everton, it's really better than the squad of Fulham. Though Fulham is ahead of Everton, but Everton has better players, and Fulham came at Old Trafford and really beat us by 2-1, and that's really very, very worrying, because you ask yourself, are the players of Man United going to put their bodies on the line? That is the hugest question that you'll ever want to get. Is Eric Ten Hag going to obviously do the needful and see to it that all players of Man United really put their bodies on the line? That is the hugest question that we'll ever want to hear, and we can't wait for him to reveal that into the press conference that is going to be doing like an hour from now, from the time of recording this video. So, Manchester United last played at Old Trafford, and we lost by 2-1 to Fulham, and that was a very huge blow, because right now Aston Villa is 11 points ahead of Man United in the 4th position, and Tottenham Hotspur is 6 points ahead of Man United, and they have a game in hand, meaning that if they win their game in hand, right, they can go 9 points ahead of Man United. That's why I've gone ahead to tell everyone that all we need to see in the game on Sunday, Aston Villa versus Tottenham Hotspur, I think it's a draw. They should draw, such that when Man United wins, like if I told you we win tomorrow, we'll be at 47, Spurs will be at 51, and Aston Villa will be at 56, meaning that we will be 56, 47, 9 points behind Aston Villa. And if Spurs win their game they have in hand, of which they are playing Chelsea, you'll never know what exactly is going to happen. They'll be having 53 points. They'll be having 54 points, and they'll be just 7 points behind Man United. And remember, they're supposed to play Arsenal, Man City, Liverpool, and very many others. And by the way, out of those two teams that I'm going to hate to say, United is done with playing Man City and is done with playing Liverpool. So those two games are really going to be crucial in what we call this season. And Liverpool is coming to Old Trafford, and I think them coming to Old Trafford can give us a very huge upper hand of really beating them hands down. So this game is very important. We need to win it, because Aston Villa and Tottenham Hotspur playing themselves on Sunday, meaning that either both teams will lose 2 points, or one team will lose 3 points. So if it's to lose 3 points, I would love to see to it that Spurs beats. I would like to see Spurs beating Aston Villa. That is it. Such that when we win, we take it to 8 and see what else is going to be. I really believe that Spurs are really going to be consistent and a very hard team to beat. And the team that should draw points is Aston Villa, because they went ahead to play in the midweek, and they're really having a tired squad. So I don't know how they're really going to approach this game of football. They were at Ajax, and the game ended 0-0. So let's wait and see how that pans out. But for Everton, they are really a struggling side, and when you look at their previous fixtures away from home, and even when they're playing from home, they've been really struggling. Though they've gone ahead to obviously get some more 4 points onto what would have been a 10-point deduction. Everton played West Ham on the weekend, that is last weekend, and they lost to West Ham by 3-1. They drew with Brighton 1-1. They drew with Crystal Palace 1-1. So they drew with Tottenham Hotspur 2-2. They lost to Man City. So in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, they haven't gone ahead to win a game. They've gone ahead, in the last 5 games, they've gone ahead to lose 2, and they've gone ahead to draw 3 times. And this is the best way possible that Man United is supposed to come in through and really beat this side hands down. When you go to the injury list, Lisandro Martinez, Tyrell Malacia, they're really having any injuries. Luke Shaw, muscle injury. Anton Martial, groin injury. Then Mason Mount is having a calf injury. Aaron Wan-Bissaka, his injury is really unspecified. And Rasmus Højlund is having a muscle injury. Harry Maguire's injury is also unspecified. Marcus Rashford is back, and Johnny Evans will have to be assessed at the end, towards the beginning of this game, and see whether he's really gonna do the needful. When we go to the likes of Everton, Dele Alli is having a groin injury. Danjuma is having an ankle injury, and Idrissa Gueye will be assessed before the kickoff to see how he can really fire up onto this. But the rest of the players of Everton are physically fit and ready to go. But for Rasmus Højlund, there is a chance that is expected to obviously come back when you're playing against Everton, and we wait to see whether that will really come to pass. Let's go to the predicted starting 11. Is there anything I'm not going to say about this game of football? All we need is to win this game of football and leave the rest for the other teams. Now, we start it off with the system. It's obviously a 4-2-3-1 for the club of Man United, and we go to how we expect this team to obviously line up in a nick of time. And it's all about Man United hosting Everton, returning to Old Trafford, and all we need is a bang. Andre Onana in goal, no doubt about that. And he put up a very good performance against Man City. And I've gone ahead to see some people in the group and social media, Andre Onana would have gone ahead to save all the 3 goals. You know, people think that it's, at the look of your eye, at the look of things, you might find it easy that a person would have gone ahead to obviously come out and really make a save that he really think is supposed to be made. But things aren't easy as you think. They don't come easy as you think. Then we go to the right back. I would start this guy as the right back of Man United. I would go for Amrabat to play as the right back for the club of Man United. And the left back, I would go for Diogo Dalot. Because when you look at Dalot, I think we know he offers a lot when he's being played as a right back. But can we first really play it solid? Right now, if you have to ask me who is the best left back we're having at Man United, I'll tell you that it is Dalot, because all the left backs are really injured. You get? So I'll play Amrabat as the right back and Dalot as the left back into the system. Then the central defenders, it's Rafael Varane, right-sided centre back. Then Lindelof as a left-sided centre back. I know Evans is a doubt, and I wouldn't really want to really rush him, because I believe if you are really having a game of Liverpool, it's better to have Evans into the central defense with Rafael Varane. They can really do the defense very well. And I would like Ten Hag to try out Amrabat as a right back like he did when you're playing against Nottingham Forest, because we need to obviously see the needful coming in through from the side of Man United. So that's the back 5 of Man United. If Evans is available, I think that's when you'll see to it that Amrabat will go back on the bench and Lindelof will be played as a left back, where I think he's really vulnerable in this state of a game. We go to the double pivot. It's going to be the man himself, Casemiro, with huge experience, who played very well against Man City, and Kobbie Mainoo. Remember, this is Kobbie Mainoo's first game, first start for Man United in the Premier League was against Everton, and he announced himself that I'm ready to obviously operate at a different wavelength altogether. And the manager, Erik ten Hag, trusted him till now. He has gone ahead to constantly start games for Man United. I don't remember any Premier League game that Kobbie Mainoo has gone ahead to miss out ever since he made his United full debut against Everton. And for Casemiro, he's just that kind of player that you will need to obviously be in your team to go gagas, And with that midfield, I think we can go gung-ho against Everton. I know Everton is not an easy team, but we can obviously do the needful with that double pivot and really cause a lot of havoc. There is a doubt in Bruno Fernandes, but I think he's really going to be played. Ten Hag is going to play Bruno Fernandes as a central attacking midfielder. Went ahead to provide an assist when United was playing against Man City. And by the way, he would have gone ahead to collect himself a couple more of assists if Marcus Rashford utilized the 2 chances that Bruno Fernandes went ahead to obviously release him. And I've seen people coming out and really selecting Ten Hag all what. The plan was okay against Man City, and the problem was Rashford couldn't really kill off those chances. If Rashford killed off one more chance, then it would have gone ahead to be one of the hardest games for the side of Man City. But the moment we failed to kill off our chances, you got to know that when Man City gets theirs, it's really going to be hard for us to stop them. Not so? And we'll wait for that and see how it's really gonna really pan out. So, when you look at Bruno Fernandes, I've always called for his composure, and I think at least in the game of Man City, I saw him really get composed. But the problem was he couldn't really kill off the game. That is because in those moments, you'll need the brilliance of Bruno Fernandes to really upthrust. But if it doesn't upthrust in such games, then wait and see. Right attacking midfielder, I think it's gonna be Anthony. He's really gonna get a go into the starting 11 of Man United again. But I've been looking at the clips of Man United during the training sessions. Amad Diallo, he's really looking elite. He is really very sharp, and I won't be shocked if at all I come here and tell you tomorrow that Amad Diallo is part of the starting 11 for the club of Man United as we take on Everton. But he needs to be in his epic side. Left attacking midfielder, it's gonna be Alejandro Garnacho to obviously play as a left attacking midfielder, though I've gone ahead to see him really giving us the best results of himself when he's being played as a right attacking midfielder. That's why you're supposed to pray for Rasmus Højlund to return us up for us to get back to that trio of Rashford, Garnacho and Rasmus Højlund, because it's really lively and it causes a lot of havoc for the opponents. Now, leading the line, it's going to be Marcus Rashford, according to me. Even if Rasmus Højlund makes it a return, I think he'll just come off the bench to really play part in the last 20 minutes of the game. But if he's not back tomorrow, I think in the midweek, he's going to be available as we play Liverpool. And I think it's better we spared him for the Liverpool game, because if there is a game that will ever want him, it's the game of Liverpool. And it will really echo good news that he's available to really torment that Liverpool side at the Old Trafford. With close to 75,000 fans behind us, I think we can really take Liverpool for beating into that moment. So that is my predicted starting 11. I don't know what your predicted starting 11 is for the club of Man United as we take on the side of Everton. But it is really that 11 that I believe can do a job, because for Amrabat, he can invert inside, and Diallo can also invert inside and really see the best out of the best. But that means we are not going to rely so much on the fullbacks in the deliveries, and you'll need Bruno Fernandes, Garnacho and Anthony to be at their best to really bring in their A game to cause havoc in the side of Everton. But I think if we can't beat Everton, then we have no reason to obviously be playing in such a competition. Like we lost against Fulham, I was really pissed, and against Everton we shouldn't really see ourselves lose to such a side. Let's go to the head-to-head and see how the staff really has been unveiling in the previous months. And yes, we're going to have to be playing Everton. Man United have won all 3 of their Premier League games against Everton since the start of last season, while they last won 4 league matches in a row against the Toffees from November 2006 to December 2007. Sorry about that. Secondly, Everton have won just one of their last 30 Premier League games at Old Trafford, 8 draws and 21 losses. A 1-0 victory under Robert Martinez against the Manchester United side managed by the former Toffees boss, that is David Moyes. Thirdly, Manchester United 40 Premier League wins against Everton is the joint most one side has against another in the competition's history, with the Red Devils also winning for 40 times against Aston Villa. So United against such teams has been really lethal, and they've gone ahead to win, and that's why I believe we still have an edge over this side. Then Man United have lost 11 of their 27 Premier League matches this season 14 wins, 2 draws, only losing more in a campaign, in a competition in 2013, 2014, and 2021, 2022, both 12. The Red Devils have lost both of their last 2 league games, but haven't lost 3 in a row within a single season since December 2015 under Louis van Gaal. So, we've gone ahead to lose 2 consecutive games in the Premier League. That's known. But this is really one of those moments that you don't believe is going to happen, because would have gone ahead to really equal the record of Louis van Gaal when he came in through 2014, 2015. Went ahead to lose 3 games in a row. I remember that's when we lost to Leicester and other teams, you know. And lastly, Everton are winless in 10 Premier League games. That is 5 draws and 5 losses, the longest ongoing run of any side currently in the division. Only from October 1994, 12 have the trophies ever had a longer winless run in the competition. So Everton is really putting up a show, and we wait to see how that will pan out. But my prediction, 3-1 for the club of Man United. That is it. Amidst them having Calvert-Lewin and very many other players, Onana in the midfield, Gueye, then Ghana coming back to Old Trafford against us, and very many other good players. Braithwaite, one of the defenders that's being linked to Man United, and very many other teams. So I anticipate we are going to really do the job and really get them to the Old Trafford and fall on it. Ashley Young, another experienced player, is going to be part of this, and we anticipate that he's really going to be doing the best of the best as a player. So my prediction is 3-1 for the club of Man United. And I call upon for your predictions into the comment section below. Rock and David remains my name. United matters channel it is. And let's continue to obviously coming through and see what your thoughts are. Don't forget to subscribe. How do you subscribe? Lower right bottom corner, smash the black button that has the word subscribe. After, hit the notification bell. That will enable you to get notified every time I upload a video onto this YouTube channel. May the living to God bless you abundantly. Rock and David is my name. I sign out. Bye-bye.